I ask you to kindly join me in prayer. God eternal, creator of all things seen and not seen, supreme being of the universe, we invite your presence this day to further advance your mercy and grace to everyone present and to those who are their way to this venue. As we engage in this event, may it be used as a channel of peace in the furtherance of disciplined lifestyles for all the citizens of this fair land. May we soar to greater heights through our commitment to sport. We ask your special blessings on our Minister of Sport, on our leaders in all spheres of national endeavor, to all participants, schools, and those who have come from far-off lands to share their talent.
We declare that we will take part in the Sri Lankan Carnival in the spirit of true sportsmanship, recognizing in the rules which govern the individuals of participate in the for the honor of our country and the glory of it.
Thank you. One more oath. The official's oath. I now invite Mr. CLAYTON Williams.
In the name of all officials and judges, I promise that we shall officiate in these games with complete impartiality, representing and abiding by the rules which govern them in the spirit of sportsmanship.
The Honorable ANIL Roberts, Minister of Sport, Mrs. R. Nan Hossain Ramgulam, Consulate General to New York, Mr. Dave Bob, Acting Director of Physical Education and Sport, Mr. Evans Jones, Acting Director of Sport and PIGA, Mr. Anthony Blake, Manager of Facilities, the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, officials of the Ministry of Sport and the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, officials of the National Association of Athletics, administration, coaches, athletes, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to each and everyone here this afternoon. The Honorable Mr. ANIL Roberts, Mrs. R. Nan Ramgulam, Consul General to New York, Mr. Dave Bob, Acting Director of Physical Education and Sport, Mr. Evan Jones, Acting Director of Sport and TIGA, Mr. Anthony Blake, Manager of Facilities Sport Company, official of the Ministry of Sports Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Ephrain Serrette, the President of the Ephrain, athletes, administrators, coaches, athletes, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Let me begin by thanking the Honorable ANIL Roberts, Minister of Sports, for the agreeing to be patron of the Trinidad and Tobago Relay Carnival. This Relay Carnival was inspired by the famous pen relays hosted annually since 1895 by the University of Pennsylvania at Franklin Field, Philadelphia. There are many benefits to be gained by this country for hosting the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Week. Sporting events of this magnitude will help to facilitate our athletes to greatness. Over time, this event can become world record as we aim to host it annually with the intention of increasing the number of countries that we have invited this year. Trinidad and Tobago has a great history in relay performance at international level. And to commemorate this, we are thrilled to honor the Trinidad and Tobago 1964 Tokyo Olympic Games 4x4 relay team of Brendan Motley, Kent Bernard, Edwin Roberts, and Edwin Skinner.
Good afternoon. The Honourable ANIL Roberts, Minister of Sport, CARNIVLAL Council General in New York, Mr. Edwin Skinner, Ken Bernard, Edwin Roberts, all of the protocols observed. On behalf of the National Association of Athletics Administration, I bring things to you. Warm welcome to the initiative of the Ministry of Sport, the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, accepted by the Federation and works well for our colleges, who we have seen growing in numbers in their participation at the Pen Relays Carnival. So we are here to enjoy 2 days relay competition. I know that we have been scheduled, and I know the athletes are ready to go. So, welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Serrette. At this time, I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming the Honourable Minister of Sport, Mr. ANIL Roberts, to give us our feature address. Let us welcome the Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Dave Board, Director of Physical Education, Sport, Minister of Sport, Sport Company officials, Mr. Jim Clarke, the organizer, Mr. Ephrain, Serrette, President of the N3s, executive members of the N3s, parents, managers of clubs, coaches, athletes, good afternoon. Being a coach, I understand that it's important to warm up at the right time to start on time. So seeing that we are late, that's all I have to say. Welcome, God bless, and run fast.
Short and sweet. Let's hear it again for the Honourable Minister, Mr. ANIL Roberts. Tokyo, Japan in 1964 is where Trinidad and Tobago got its first track and field Olympic medals. The former national relay team of Roberts, Motley, Skinner and Bernard were bent on following suit for the October 20th and 21st running of the men's 4x400 race in Tokyo. The October 20th first round was underway. 3 heats with first and second place finishers automatically advancing straight to final, and then 2 wildcard spots for the fastest times otherwise. Trinidad and Tobago, Skinner first leg, followed by Bernard, then Roberts, and finally Anchorman Motley, placed to the first place in Heat 2 with a time of 3 minutes and 5 seconds. TNT's running order did not change for the final. Edwin Skinner ran first leg and he passed the baton to Bernard seconds after the gun. Bernard got the baton to Roberts after 45.6 seconds, and then Roberts made it to Motley in 45.0 seconds. Motley finished the last leg in 45.1 seconds, inching to bronze top bronze medal finish. So in its very first representation of relays and at the 400-meter distance in Olympic history, Trinidad and Tobago had earned a medal. Let's hear it for the 1964 relay team. In our presence today, we are very honored to have 3 members of the team. At this time, we'd like to hear from Ms. Ken Bernard. Let's also hear from Mr. Edwin Roberts. We'd also like to hear from Mr. Edwin Skinner, the team that won us bronze at Tokyo Japan Olympics in 1964. Unfortunately, Mr. Motley could not be with us, but he's supposed to join us tomorrow. At this time, I have the honor of moving the vote of thanks. On behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Relay, the first annual, I'd like to sincerely thank the Ministry of Sport, and by extension, the Minister of Sport, the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of Communications, Advanced Performance Technology Limited, Blue Waters Limited. We'd also like to thank all of the teams that will be participating today, all of the clubs and all of the schools, all coaches, all teams, and all officials. So let's hear it for a round of applause for all who contributed to the success of the first annual TNT Carnival Relay. At this time, I'd like to invite the Honourable Minister again to the podium as we get ready to officially start the games.
I now officially declare the 2013 Relay Carnival open.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister. At this time, I invite the reigning Soca Monarch and World Match Champion of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr.